This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders, and today is Monday, August 30th, 2021. And this is a stock market update for our activities today. So let's get right into it and check out what happened today. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to FinWealth Live. That way you can continue bringing this content to you, as well as ideas of what we're trading and what we're looking for in the days and week to come. So let's get right into it. Take a look at the day. So Dow Jones was down 0.16%, NASDAQ up 0.90%, and S&P 500 up 0.43%. So hitting new highs on the NASDAQ and S&P 500 today. If you look at the heat map here, you can see that you definitely had strengths in the FANG stocks today, as well as Tesla. And you can see here that the financials were weak. Healthcare was up as well. Defense and real estate were also up. If you look at China, BABA came up again a little bit for us. You can see it's a little bit mixed on the Chinese, and then overall on the world map here, heat map, you can see that it's a little mixed as well in other countries. So just something to keep in mind as we go into tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we call turnaround Tuesday. A lot of times the market will go in the opposite direction, or sometimes, a lot of times we see it go in the opposite direction, at least at a period of time. So looking at see if there's going to be a pullback in the morning, could be there a pullback later in the afternoon. My guess would be something probably in the morning, and then who knows, we could just rally up to new highs again. So looking at possibly a fake out, but we'll see as it comes, and we'll get that information out to you as best we can. Looking at here at the scanner, you got GSAT and AFRM. Both of these were trades today. Look at GSAT, had this nice long, it really was volatile. I mean, these were definitely scalping stocks today. So hopefully you got a piece of this. You see here this long gap up from Friday. And then today you see another, well, this is in So let's take a look at here at GSAT. You can see here had this nice long gap up here. And we basically gapped up from $1.20 all the way up to $2.42 on this. And you can see there's a lot of volatility in here. So look for a additional play here. I didn't put this line out here. Let me go ahead and add that in here. But you can see here, this was the tail candle here. Here's the highs. So we'll be looking to see if that can be a continuation for another day, or if this is just kind of one-time thing. So looking at GSAT and AFRM, you can see here we've had a few days trading this one. A nice big gap up here to a high here of 101, and so and then a low here of around 92. Let's bring these lines back up here. So just something to look at to see if we have a continuation here. Got a big gap below here. It's got to be filled. So this could be a one-off too as well, but definitely going to be watching these first thing in the morning to see where they're going to go. So here's BIG. You see here that this one had a nice long upscaled candle here. So you can see this breakup candle going clear up to $6 from 334. So nice long run. Definitely going to be looking at BBIG tomorrow and through this week to see there's a gap down here to be filled at some point. But this one had a nice rally, a lot stronger candle than the other two. So definitely something to watch for this week. Tcat was something from last week, had multi-day trade here. You can see here that it was very volatile today, ended up really flat for the day. It's kind of in between the 200 and the 50 moving average. So looking to see if it can get strength to continue moving back up towards these highs again at 1424, or if it's going to get stuck down here. If it breaks below the 50, then it's going to be coming down here to 87, around the 870 level where the 10 is. So not real bullish on this one, but definitely watching it for a volatility play. GameStop is flat, so still trying to get some momentum to go up, and so we'll just kind of keep an eye on that one to see where we break up, either up north or down south here. AMC, we had a nice gap up here, tried to break through this resistance. It failed, came back down to 43.33. So we'll see if this has a continuation play to try to break back through that resistance. If it does, then 48.21 is on the docket. SPRT, this is multi-day trade. We saw this big gap. You can see the volatility today. Now the range was around 29.43 to 43.12, and we kind of ended right in the middle. And so we're on this big breakup candle, right towards the upper third of it. So we'll see tomorrow if it's going to start to break down or if it's going to try to break up through this 38.80. Support down here is at 26.12 where we have this gap to fill. So something to watch for SPRT. TSRI, this is from last week as well. So you have this nice long run up here, big volatility candles. So just these long wicks here, just big plays here. Same thing today. You can see here the range was around $10 to $11.65. So looking for TSRI to continue to give us day trades on a volatility plan. YY flat, consolidating this in this range here. Still on our docket for now. We have a gap to fill as well on that one. Palo Alto, we can see here we're hanging right up at the highs here. Tried to break through resistance at 465 area and it failed. So we're going to watch that one to see if it tries again. If they break through there, great. If not, we might be consolidating this area for a little bit. JD is consolidating. It's getting some weakness here. Looking to see if it can keep that support at 75.62. If not, and it fails, then we could be coming down to this 200 to 74.34, or down here to the 20, which is at 72.54. But if we can break that resistance, then we can go up towards that 79 to 77. Moderna, coming this consolidation here, you see it's towards the bottom, so it's getting a little weaker. We'll see if this can get some rally up. If it breaks the 360.77 level, then we could be coming down here to this 335. So looking for a break for a short here. If it breaks down, if it breaks up, it passes 411, then we got this long ride up back up towards 500. So looking for some direction from Moderna. Invax, same category, consolidating in this area here towards more of the support area than the resistance area. So let's see if we break this support, we'll short this one towards the 211.89 area. If not, hopefully can rally back up and try to break through the resistance at 251. BNTX, same category, nice consolidation here, a little tighter than what we're seeing on Invax and Moderna. Just looking for some direction on these three here. Tesla made a nice attempt for the resistance area like it did before. It's been almost 2 weeks here trying to break through that. Try to get through it today. Looks like it might have held through there. We'll see if it continues up. If it does, 743 is our goal. If it doesn't, it could fall back here to support its around 700 range. So just looking for some direction on that. You can see Tesla's been consolidating quite a bit in that range. DXY, the dollar, showing weakness, is below that 50 and the 100 now. Sitting here on support. So we'll see if it can hold. The VIX breaking down today, getting to lower lows. So that's great. If it gets below 1519, just have to watch out for another spike here at some point. But right now, the VIX is showing that the market's going to continue climbing. SPY, new highs. Now it's up here, in kind of no man's land. So, where we're going, is it going to get up to 456 or 459 possibly, or, that matching number 460? Hard to say, but this nice gap up here into this new range could have a pullback tomorrow or sometime this week. So just be real careful if you have a lot of profits, and definitely consider doing that. Triple Q, same thing, into this new area, this new zone area. So we'll see if it can get up to that 388 range, or if not, it might come down to that 376 range. Semiconductors in no man's land, new channel. So these could just continue to rally. I mean, they're very strong bulls here in the market right now. Dow Jones, DIA. Had this pullback, run back up. It's right in the middle of this channel here. So we're going to see, what it can do as far as what direction it wants to go as well. IWM broke through this resistance. It ended on the secondary resistance. We'll see if it can break through tomorrow. If it does, it has a nice run up to 233. Financials broke down off of resistance where I'd found it before. There's 3 days here. There's another 5 days here, and then got up through that, and now it's broken back down to support on the 20. So we'll see if we can bounce off that 20 and find strength again. Gold, just up underneath this resistance area. So trying to break through that 1814 area so we can head towards 1830 as the next goal. Silver's under this resistance area as well. It's got to break through that 24 area so it can rally back up to this 2440 area and then up towards the 200. Bitcoin, it's a nice little arch here coming back down to a support area. We're below the 50 now. So we'll see if it can get support here or if it's going to break down. Could come back down that 45 range. So looking for Bitcoin for some direction. Ethereum's consolidating, still above the 50 though. See, it's just probably, kind of waiting on Bitcoin in some direction here. Doge is not, again, like we talked about, it's not as strong. It's coming down to support. Still, it's right on the 100, still above the 200. So I'm sure that Doge is, again, one of those that's riding Bitcoin's tails here to see what it's going to do. The same with XRP down here. So some weakness still in the crypto area. So if you're in cryptos, just be careful because right now everything is pointing more towards a downward direction here. So that's our stocks for tonight and for today and what we're looking for tomorrow. So look for some continuation tomorrow. Watch your scanner because we'll have new stocks popping up on the scanner that should hopefully give you some good day trades and possibly some scalp trades as well. So hope this is helpful for you. Trade safe out there and everybody have a great night and we'll talk more tomorrow night.